Hello everyone, I welcome to you in the Apparent Computer-Aided Design class, and today I came to you with a very special class. In this class we will learn about the design of the gents slimfit shirt. So let's start. So first of all we can see the specification sheet. This is the specification sheet of the slimfit shirt design, which I have created with the help of the CorelDRAW software. If you want to learn how to develop the specification sheet, so I will suggest you to watch the e-demonstrations which I have recorded during my class session. So this is the, first of all we have to see, this is the technical diagram of our styles of the garments. Now you can see, first of all we have to draw the outlines of the garments. So we can see this is the maximum height of the garments, and maximum width is, height is F and maximum width is L. So we can see in the measurement chart F is equal to 77 centimeter for medium size and L is 56. So now we have to go to the create and we have to select the rectangle. We have to activate the value and left click to the work area, and now we have to enter the width of the garment as we seen in the technical diagram. L 56 centimeter and 77. So 56 divided by 2. Okay, this is the width of maximum width, and 77 is the length of the specified garments. Okay, so right click and then OK. So now we can see this is the outline of the garments which I have drafted. Next very important part is called the, we have to calculate the back neck drop. So to calculate the back neck drop we have to go to the technical diagram. We can see that F and D. So what is the difference? Back neck drop is equal to F minus B. So we have to see in the measurement chart F 77 and B is also 77. It means the back neck drop is 0. So now for the little bit curve shape to provide, we have to take as a minus 0.25 centimeter as a back neck drop. Similarly we have to calculate the front neck drop. So front neck drop is equal to height of middle back minus height of front. So we can see in the technical diagram height of middle back B minus A. So what is the difference? B minus A. So B is 77, A is 67. So we can see this is the back neck drop difference is 10 centimeter. So now we have to go to the offset menu and we have to put here minus 9.5, 0.5 centimeter less, and then OK. So this is the front neck drop. So next very important calculation is that we have to calculate the neck opening. So we can see in the technical diagram neck opening is K. So K stands for 15 centimeter is the K. It will divide by 2. So now we have to go to the offset menu and go to the calculator, and as we seen that K is equal to 15, so 15 divided by 2 and then apply, and then OK. Now we have to enter here minus and hit the enter button. So now this is the neck opening. So now we have to draw the back neck curve and front neck curve. So we have to go to the 2-point curve and then we have to draw the back neck curve. So like this. So okay. Next is we have to draw the front neck curve shape like this. So okay. Now next very important thing is we have to calculate, that is the shoulder drop. So first of all we have to draw the shoulder to shoulder width of the garments. So now we can see in the technical diagram that shoulder to shoulder is E. Okay, so and if we want to calculate the shoulder slope, so we have to divide F minus A, F minus M. So we can see in the measurement chart, F is equal to 77 and M is 72. So there is 7 minus 2, 5. So there is the difference 5 centimeter for the shoulder slope. So for that purpose we have to go to the offset menu and we have to select this one, and we have to go to the offset menu and we have to activate the value, and here we have to enter the distance of for the shoulder slope, as we see here, F minus M. So F 77 and M is equal to 72, means there is the difference of 5 centimeter. So here we have to enter here minus 5 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now we have to draw the shoulder to shoulder width of this. According to, we can see shoulder to shoulder is the E. So E is equal to 46. So we have to go to the offset menu and we have to left click, right click, and then go to the calculator and we have to enter the distance of 46 divided by 2 and then OK. We have to enter here the distance of minus in the box and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the modifying tools and we have to select the clip, and then we have to select the clip, and similarly we have to clip it like this. After making the clip we have to go to the create and 2 point, and from the end of this we have to join it over here. So now this is the shoulder. We have completed. Next very important point is that armhole straight line. So we have to calculate according to the technical diagram. Armhole straight line is equal to H plus J divided by 2. So H how much is? H is 30 and J is 25. So we have to go to the offset menu and we have to left click, right click, and then we have to activate the value, go to the calculator, and as we see in the diagram, H plus J 30 plus 25. So we have to enter here 30 plus 25, apply 55, okay, or is equal to 55. So we can enter here 55 divided by 2. We will apply. So here we can see that 27.5 is the, so we have to take we have to minus 3.5 centimeter. So we will take as a 24. So 27.5, as we seen 27.5 and minus 3.5 is slope of the curve slope. So 24 centimeter, apply and then OK. Now we have to enter here minus 24 centimeter. This is called the armhole straight line. We have drawn it over here. Similarly we have to go to the offset menu and then we have to enter here minus 12 centimeter and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now we have to draw the very important is that shoulder forward. So what should be the shoulder forward? So if we want to calculate shoulder forward, we have to come to the technical diagram and we have to minus h minus j. H minus j, h is equal to 30 and j is equal to 24. H and j is 25 centimeter and h is 30, means there is the difference. So we can say that the shoulder forward will be 5 centimeter. So we have to go to the offset menu and we have to select the shoulder and we have to enter -5 and hit the enter button. Now we have to go to the modify point line and we have to select this line and deactivate the value and then go to the clip. So now we have to clip, we have to go to the clip. So like this we have to clip in the same way, right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the create offset and we have to select this one and activate the value and we have to give the back yoke forward. So here is 5 centimeter and we have to double it as a 10 and we have to enter here, right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the 2-point curve and we have to join this curve to this 2-point curve. First of all we have to select this point and we have to join it over here and we have to give a proper shape and from here we have to join over here. Now it's okay. Now we have to draw the back yoke. So for that purpose we have to come to the technical diagram and we have to see what is the back yoke length. Back yoke is x is the stand for the back yoke. So we have to come to the measurement charts and we can see the height of the middle back yoke is 8 centimeter. So back yoke is 8 centimeter. So we have to come to the offset menu and from this point we have to activate the value and we have to enter here -8 and hit the enter button. Take the annotations and we have to enter here name as a back yoke. So now as we can see this is the back yoke line. Now very important things is that we have to draw the waist width and chest, front and back width. So we have to come to the technical diagram and we can see Z and a Q. This is the front chest width and this is the back width. So first of all we will see the front Q. Q is equal to 40 centimeter. It means front width is 20. So from here we have to left click, right click and then OK and we have to enter here -20 as the front width. Okay, similarly we have to and then we have to go to the calculator and we have to check the back width is Z. So Z is equal to 43 for the medium size. So 43 divided by 2, apply and then OK. Now we have to enter here minus and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now we have to draw this arm's eye. So for that purpose we have to go to the 2-point curve and then from this point we have to draw So this is called as a front armscye. And in the same way we have to draw back armscye. Right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the modify Pleat line, and all these 3 unwanted line we have to delete. Right click and then OK. Now next very important thing we have to draw, that is the waist width and hip width. So we come to the technical diagram. So waist W and G. So we have to see what is the first of all waist vertical, Y position we have to see. So Y 45 centimeter. So we have to go to the offset menu, create offset, and then from this point we have to enter the value of Y. So as we seen, Y is equal to 45 centimeter. So we have to enter here minus 45 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now we have to see what is the hem height. So hem height is 6 centimeter. So we have to go to the offset menu, and from here we have to come minus 6, we have to enter here and hit the enter button. So this is called the hem opening. Now next very important thing, so what is the width of this W and G, we have to check. So now we can see this is the W and G. First of all we will check the width of half middle chest fitted 50. So we have to divide it by 2, means 25. So we have to come to the offset menu, and then we have to go to the modify point line, and we have to select this one. Here we have to enter here 25 and hit the enter button. Now again we have to go to check G. What is the G? 53. So we have to come to the point line, and we have to select this point, come to this end, 53 divided by 2, apply, and then OK. Now this is hem position has also been taken out. Now we have to go to the create 2-point curve, and we have to draw the line as we are seeing here. We have to join it like this. After making join of this, we have to draw the curve of hem. We have to go to the 2-point curve, and from the bottom, and like this we have to draw a curve shape. Now we have to go to the modify, and then we have to go curve, and we have to select here, and from here we have to give this shape, go to the smooth, and we have to smooth it. After making a smooth of these things properly, right click and then OK. Now we can see that the hem position has also been drafted. Right click and then OK. Now we have to take out the patterns. Now we have to draft the pleat. So as we see, this is the button stand positions. So what is the pleat width, we can see in the technical diagram. we have to draft the placket. So this is called as a button stand positions. So as we see in the technical diagram, in the measurement charts, the front placket's width is 2.8 centimeter. So half will be 1.4. So we have to go to the create offset menu, and now we have to go to activate the value, and we have to enter here minus 1.4 to the right hand side, and similarly we have to repeat 1.4 to the right hand side. Now from here we have to take 2.8 into 2.8 centimeter, and again we have to take the 2.8 centimeter in fold of the placket. Now we have to right click and then go OK. Now go to the modify point line, and we have to cancel it. Go to the point line, and we have to select this one, and we have to increase it over here. Now again we have to go to the 2 point, and then from the end of this one we have to join it over here. Right click and then OK. Go to the modify and clip, and we have to clip this things. So we have to select this one. Okay, go to the clip, and we have to select this, and like this we can clip the unnecessary portions. Similarly we have to clip, undo it, go to the clip, select this one, and we have to clip it. Right click and then OK. This is called the left buttonhole portions, and for the right portion for the button stand. So we have to draw from here 2.5 and 2.5 centimeter, which means 5. So we have to go to the offset, create offset, and from here we have to take as a 5 centimeter and hit the enter button. Control Z it. We have to go to the offset menu, and from here we have to take 5 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now this is our front panels. The standards of the draft front and the back has completed. Now we have to trace the patterns. We have to go to the trace menu, and first of all we will trace the front part. As a front left portion for the buttonhole, and then we have to select all these line and right click and then OK. So now we have to give the name as a front left. We have to caps lock on, and we have to give the name as a front left, and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Go to the annotations, and we have to give the name. Go to the annotation, left click, right click and then OK, and give the name as a front left, and default size will be 2, and hit the enter button. Similarly we have to trace the front right piece, so we have to select this line, and this is the front right piece in a clockwise direction. Now we have to select this line and then OK. So this is the front right. right click and then OK. Go to the annotations and give the name as a print right, default sizes 2 and OK. Right click and then OK. Now we have to adjust, we have to go to the modify clip and we have to select this one and we have to clip it. Similarly, we have to select this and clip it. Right click and then OK. Now both the pieces of the front left and right has completed. Now we have to draft the back yoke and the back parts. We have to trace it. We have to trace the back yoke and the back parts. So we have to trace this back yoke. This is the back yoke line. So okay, we have to cancel it. Now again we have to go to the trace and we have to trace carefully the back yoke portion in a clockwise direction, and we have to select the proper line and then we have to select this line and then OK. So this is called back yoke. So give the name as a back yoke and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now we have to trace the back part. So we have to select the outline of the back portion in a clockwise direction. So this is our back part. Hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now all these portions has been completed. Now next very important part is the collar drafting. So to draft the collar patterns, first of all we have to come to the technical diagram and we have to finalize the U and T. First of all we have to see what is the U and the T. T is the width and U is the length. So U and T. So U is equal to 40 and T is equal to 4.6. So we can see here we have to go to the rectangle, left click, and 4 point as we seen here T 4.6 and U is 40. So this one will be half of 40 20 and here we have to take 4.6 and then OK, right click and then OK. So now this is the collar opening. So for what then what we have to do, again come to your measurement chart, technical diagram and S. What is the S? Length. So we have to identify S is 43. So we have to go to the offset menu and you have to left click, right click, and 43 divided by 2, apply and then OK. Now we have to enter your minus and hit the enter button. Now again we have to select this line and 0.5 we have to enter here. So we have to select this one and 0.5 and hit the enter button. Now you come to the technical diagram and you see the collar band width. So collar band width is D is equal to 3. So we have to enter, we have to left click, right click and then OK. We have to enter here 3 and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now very important things is that we have to go offset menu and 50%, we have to go to the 2 point and we have to enter here 50% and hit the enter button. Deactivate the value, right click and vertical, and you can change it over. Similarly, we have to join this line. In the same way, we have to join this line. Right click and then OK. Now, a very important thing is that go to the 2 point, and from this point we have to join this point. Now we have to come to the technical diagram and we can see R. What is the length of R? R is equal to 6 centimeter. So we have to go to the modify point line and we have to select this point value. We have to enter here 6 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Create 2 point curve, and from this point deactivate value and we have to join it over here like this. In the same way, we have to join over here and we have to right click and then open. Now this is called the corner opening. Now you have to come again to the technical diagram and you have to see what is the C. C is equal to 45 centimeter. So now we have to come to the offset menu and calculator 45 divided by 2, apply and then OK. Go to the 2 point curve and from this point we have to join this point and we have to draw like this curve shape. In the same way, we have to come to this end and then we have to come here. Here we have to enter the width as we can see in the technical diagram, the width of D. So D is equal to 3 centimeter. So now we have to enter the distance of 3 and hit the enter button. And like this we can join it over here. Right click and then OK. Again we have to go to the 2 point curve and from this point we have to take here 0.5 and hit the enter button and like this shape we can give. Right click and then OK. Now the standards of the collar opening and its bend has been completed. Now we have to trace out the pattern in a clockwise direction. So now this is the collar opening. Hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now we have to trace the collar band pattern. So this is called the collar band and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. So now most of the patterns has been completed. Now we have to draft the very important pattern. We have to go to the modified Pleat piece and we have to delete. Okay, later we will delete it. Now we have to draw the sleeve pattern first of all. To come to the technical diagram, we have to see what is the width of sleeve. Width is P and length is O. So now we have to see the O and P. So So width of the cuff opening is 11.5 and the overlapping will be 1.5 and 1.5 overlapping of the cuff. So 11.5 we can key into the calculator. We have to go to the create rectangle, activate the value and go to the calculator. So 11.5 plus 3 apply. So this is the 14.5 because 1.5 and 1.5 is the overlap. Okay, so now this is the width, length of the cuff, and what is the P? We have to see the P, width of the cuff. P is equal to 6.5. So we have to enter here 6.5 and hit the enter button. This is called cuff. Right click and then OK. 11.5 plus 3 is 14. Now we have to give the curve shape to this cuff. So for that we have to go to the offset menu and we have to enter here minus 2.5 1 inches, and similarly from this line minus 2.5 and hit the enter button. Right click and then now we have to go to the 2-point curve and from this point to this point we have to draw a curve shape like this. Right click and then OK. So this is our cuff portion has been completed. We have to go to the trace menu and we have to trace the outline of this cuff. Hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now go to the modify and mirror and we have to mirror this one and go to the combine and we have to combine this point. So now the cuff portion has been completed. After the cuff we have to draft the sleeve portion of this garment. So now we have to go to the sleeve. What is the N? Total length of sleeve and width, V and N. So V we can see as a muscle width is 21, okay, and the N 66.5. To the rectangle left click and length is 66.5 and width is 21.5 and hit the enter button, SLV, and right click and then OK. Now we can see this is the sleeve portion has been taken out. Now very important things is that we have to cap height, sleeve cap height, as a 15 centimeter is this cap height of the sleeve. So for that purpose we have to go to the offset menu and we have to enter here minus 15 and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. So now this is your cap height. So what we have to do, we have to draw a cap. First of all we have to go to the 2 point and we have to draw a straight line and then we have to split it into 3 portions. We have to go modify, split. Here we have to enter 75% and hit the enter button. Again you have to come here 50% and hit the enter button. Now it has been divided into 3 parts, 75 and 50. Now we have to go to the create 2-point perpendicular line and then we have to go a value activate 1.5, and here we have to go minus 1.5. Okay, now we have to go to the 2-point curve, and then we have to draw a line like this. Go to the modify curve, and then like this we have to pick curve. Now we have to similarly we have to readjust it in a proper way. After that we have to go to the smooth, and we have to smooth both the pieces in a proper way. Like that. It's okay. Similarly we have to draw one more curve. We have to go to the create 2-point curve, and from this portion to this portion, and again we have to go to the modify curve, and then we have to modify it. Go to the smooth, and then okay. Now we have to come to the next very important portion. This is the sleeve opening. So what is sleeve opening? 14.5 as we seen, as we taken in the cuff, plus 3 will be the pleat of the sleeve. As you are seeing here, this is the cuff width which we have already taken, and then here we are seeing here that there will be 1.5 centimeter pleat for this sleeve. So as we have to calculate, we have to go to the verify line length, and we have to see 14.5 plus 3. So we have to go to the create offset menu, and from here we have to go to the calculator. 14.5 for the cuff width, and plus pleat 1.5 double 3, apply 17.5, then okay. We have to enter here minus and hit the enter, and then okay. Now what is the 6.5 was the P, as we seen here. 6.5 we have to P. We have to minus 6.5 for the cuff in the sleeve. We have to go to the offset and minus 6.5. We have to hit the enter button, right click, and then okay. We have to go to the modify, clip, and then we have to clip it. After making clip, we have to go to the create 2-point curve, and we have to draw like this shape. Right click and then okay. Now we have to draw the position of the placket. It will be 50% in the middle of the sleeve at the 50%, and then right click vertical, and 13 centimeter is the placket length. Right click and then okay. Now this is the back and this is the front. We have to we have to go to the mirror and we have to select this front one. Now you can see this is the mirror. Front, we have to give the annotation as a FR, and default size will be 2 and hit the enter button. Okay, go to the edit annotation, move, and we can move it here, and then OK. Now we have to trace the sleeve portion. We have to go to this front and back. So this is our sleeve. Now the sleeve portion has also been completed. After that, we have to draw the placket of the sleeve. As we seen in the technical diagram, placket of the sleeve is 13 cm plus 3, 16 and 2.5 is the width. Length is 16, 2.5 is width. So we have to go to the rectangle and we have to enter here first of all width. So width will be 2.5 plus 2.5, 5, and the length will be 13 plus 3, 16 cm, and give the name as a placket and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the offset menu and we have to select this one, and minus 2.5 we have to enter here. Okay, from this point minus 3. Okay, again minus 1.5 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Again we have to select this one and 2.5. Calculator, 2.5 divided by 2 and then OK. Enter here minus and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the 2 point and select, go to the modify, clip. So first of all we have to clip this one. Okay, right click and then OK. Go to the create 2 point, and from this end we have to join it over here, and from here we have to join it over here. Right click and then OK. Now we have to trace the placket. Cancel it. We have to trace this placket pattern in a clockwise direction. So this is called the S placket. Right click and then OK. Now we have to draw the pattern of gimbal. So gimbal will be similarly as we are seeing here, 16 plus 2 plus 2, 4. So we have to go to the rectangle tools and activate the value. Width will be 4 and then length will be as a 16. And then OK. So this is called your, now all the patterns as we see, all the patterns of the slim fit shirts has been completely designed. Now we have to save it. We have to go to the file menu and save as, and we have to select one by one. Slim fit shirt, open the option. Here is the back yoke, and here we have to give the full name as a, and how much pieces you want to cut. So you have to cut 2 and then save this. Similarly we have to select this one. This is called back in short form, and in category you have to give the full name as a back, and how much piece you want as a cut 1, and then save it. Similarly, this is the front left, so you have given as a name front left. Here you have to give full name front left. How much pieces you want, cut 1 and save it. Front right, how much pieces, front right, and we have to cut 1 and save it. Now this is the collar opening, give the full name, collar opening, and how much pieces you want, cut 2 and save it. Similarly, this is the collar band, short form, COLLAR collar band. This is how much pieces you want to cut 2. Now the next job, very important things is this, that is the cuff sleeve SLV. You have to give the full name, sleeve. How much pieces you want, cut 2 and hit the enter button. Similarly, we have to select this one. This is the cuff category cuff. How much pieces you have to cut, so we have to cut 4. So cuff. Next is, this is the sleeve placket. You have to give full name, sleeve placket. Cut, how much you have to cut, sleeve placket, hit the enter button, and this is called the band. This is called gamble. Here also gamble. And then how much pieces you want. Now we have to apply the seam allowances to all these patterns too. So we have to apply the seam allowances to this pattern. Now we can see the entire basis of the instructions of the specification sheet, as you are seeing here. Body stitching, single needle top stitch at 1 mm, top of the collar band, single needle stitching at 1 cm armhole, and 0.5 cm should be the collar bottom cuff front placket. Single needle stitching at 0.8 cm bottom hem. So on the basis of these instructions, we have to apply the seam allowances to all these patterns. So as commonly, we have to go to the advanced menu and define seam, and we have to select the entire piece, right click and then OK. Commonly we have to apply 1 cm seam allowances, hit enter button, right click and then OK. Now on the basis of instructions, so we can see that seam allowances of the side, seam allowances for the back part will be the 2 cm, and front, left and right will be the 1.5 cm, and hit the enter button. Similarly here we have to front right, we have to apply 1.5 cm, and to the back, as we have applied into the back parts 2 cm we have to enter, and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now we can see here, this is the mirrored line. So into the mirrored line there will not be any seam allowances. Okay, so now the seam allowances has been applied into all the patterns of this slim fit gent set garments. I hope that this class will be very much helpful for you. In the next class we will learn about the grading of the slim fit shirts pattern.